We're currently looking at Snap Pilot's invoice, which is a Google spreadsheet within our Google Drive. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you the various printing options and downloading options. So regardless of which one you're going to do, you need to think, do you want to print both sheets? Or just one sheet, in which case you would first select it, or a selection of one sheet, and then you would have to pick a selection. In this case, we'll do the whole sheet. And to do that, if you want to print, you could either do Control-P on your keyboard or File and Print. Now, these options are identical to downloading, so I'm going to X out of here and cancel and show you the downloading options instead. To download, we'll click File, Download As, and in this case, I'll select PDF, although Microsoft Excel is also a popular choice. Left click on PDF, and those are the same options we saw earlier. So once again, you have the option of current sheet, all sheets, or just a selection. Then you get to choose your paper size. I'd recommend 8.5 by 11. And then your layout. There's two general options here. Basically, for the first, you need to think, do you want it to fit within one page, so the width of a page, or do you want it to span across pages? In this case, I prefer fit to width. And then do you want portrait or landscape? And this isn't a very wide sheet, so I'll pick portrait. Next, you have different options here, such as repeating row headers on each page, no grid lines, and I prefer to do that, and I'll explain why in a second. Include document title, include sheet names. By sheet names, they mean these names down here on the tabs, and include page numbers. The reason I select no grid lines is I don't want all these pale grid lines to show up, only the grid lines, or rather the borders, that I did manually myself. Next, you click OK. And instead of saving the file, I'm going to open it so you can see it. OK. And I'll make it a bit smaller. There. So there you have it. That's how you save a file. And if you were to print it, it would look like this as well. And as you can see, we don't have all those gray lines going through the sheet, just the borders that we selected ourselves.